Okay, it's a good morning and I'm here with you this morning. Well, if you were thinking October was going to be as fast as possible, I would have told you it's a lie, because usually when the year is drawing to a close, well, the days grind a little bit slower. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, it is going as it expected. It is the 8th day of the 10th month of the year. Still remains 2024 in the year of our Lord. We are here this morning and it's a Tuesday. Sure you are just ready for the Tuesday edition of your favorite Christian morning show, 𝗟𝗜𝗙𝗘. Well, if you have not informed a friend or a church member or any acquaintance or any of your family members to tune in, please do so right now. Isan say ya shasia no. Now him say ya shasia so ya de Bible emunsem and a shasia. And so let's encourage ourselves in the words of the Lord. What is the scripture saying?
Good morning to all our viewers. We'll take our scripture reading from Proverbs chapter 10 verse 12. Abea ulule icho niji nyongma keje kuku niji nyongma inyo ga kanyo ake nye teo beishi shisumoha tomoy eha tomoy feno. Amen. And then the English also reads like this: hatred stirs up dissension, but love covers all wrongs. The word of God. Thanks
be to God. Dear friends, the preacher is now speaking through some words of wisdom in the book called the books of Proverbs. Very simple. I will often ask why anybody at all will hate anybody. The preacher says, hatred stirs up dissensions, but love covers all wrongs. Look, there's no point. There's no point hating. There is just no point. This morning, let all hatred be put under the bushel. Let all hatred be thrown away, and let love revolutionize our morning today. Now, it is very important that you will know that when love abounds, it covers all wrongs. It doesn't even discriminate. Dear me patri nyina say adenti ana obeta me adenti ana nia me yo no unya ya nka obetumi ayobi minsi wo kwan yo to betumi aba ameayo ba pass obetna ho na say a ne de no oye woni mu ye kra me free wa e de na obey semiwu a e de na obey semanu aduane bomia e de na obey semiri jamia ede na obeye semikunu jamia ede na obeye semibewu ede na. What at all are you looking from a brother that you hate or a sister that you hate so much? This morning as we move along, let love again come and fill our hearts. Love everybody, and once you love everybody, you will know that love covers all wrongs. In fact, love delineates, deletes, removes, annihilates everything that is called hatred. May God bless you. May He make His face to shine upon you. Let us arise in love. Let us move in love, and we will arrive definitely in love. All right. In the midst of this, we have to set the agenda for the morning, and it goes like this.
Producer, if I just say it's a brofo trainer of kind, now my head back quiet. Of you later.
And when somebody patent a yubana, minimum. Okay. Yeah, it's called all these things we were taught in school. St. Peter's brofo minimum. All right, young Kwe.
So they plan to embark on a strike from October 10 to protest the devastating effects of 𝗟𝗏𝗡. Well, the president intervened and made an appeal for them to reconsider their decision. They met yesterday to consider the president's plea. What was the outcome of the meeting? We have the answer.
All right. Now, did you know there is a region, a suburb, a town here in Ghana where 𝗟𝗏𝗡 is taking place right behind a police station. Well, as to the region, as to the town, and to the suburb, we will tell you. We dear Maminka, we say Ghana, ha. You will crew be mountain view or ha. Police for their cheap pay and ye to Galamsey. Ye betcha, baby, say ye vote, say ye Westino, say ye Eastino. Ye betcha. If ye ain't crying, great Accra.
Anyway, so you can't have a bottle and use the 2 eye to look into the bottle. And so Coach 𝗦𝗍𝗍𝗏 has been compelled to resign from the Ghana Football Association's Executive Committee. Yeah,
well,
we'll tell you why.
On this station, we had alleged that, in our opinion, the fight against Galamsey has been that of a lip service. Ekanabu na real, a diano na yeka. And so we said that we were launching Operation Stop the Lip Service. Now, all in the vein that we, as a product of the church, this station as a product of the church, will wield into the fight against Galamsey. Finally, a religious denomination, specifically a church denomination, has taken up the mantle of doing something. All right, there is a question that will enlure to this. As a question.
Many isake so mwile afi kecho Galamsey. What should the church do about Galamsey?
Tiyebisa ediana asafono enyemfa Galamsey ho ebinum kra de omo eba eye fidie so asofo bi ka ho and consistently every day ministers, men of God are accused obi kra de so onim sofo bi ono ane sofo bi a oka ho. Well, the church is arising, and so we are asking edien anasafo nenye emfa eye Galamsey ho. That is the question we are asking you this morning. Well, it is a bouquet of delicacy, and we are starting obviously with Dero. You call Dero 1, now call Dero 2. Beyond that, we go straight into what the health professionals will tell us. Insurance is also better. And asem kesiye pa, because we want to listen to the group, that church group that is embarking on the so-called prayer and walk against Galamsey. Well, we'll have one on Zoom and we'll have one in the studio to ask these questions. Me pacho o ka ho bi na ye di san common ene asafo ye die ni ye bi sa ye ho e de ne enyemfa Galamsey ho e de ne enyemfa Galamsey ho. Right, say yetimi wie di a ye beko eye agoprama no so na yakwa akodi agro kakra ye wi a celebrations bebam na ansana celebration beba so no onim say ye de WhatsApp on social media ene etamu chuku. It is another long morning, but remember, anytime it is 10 a.m., we will be drawing the curtains to a close of proceedings for the morning. In the meantime, we wouldn't have been able to air this show if it were not the benevolence of some organizations. And we want to say hi to them this morning.
𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 Insurance Company, when you scare now, me pacho, I know what insurance cover at the amount and we boost into open insurance policies nibia obetumi who be our 𝗟𝗏𝗏 Insurance Company website to our info@𝗟𝗏𝗏insurance.com and also be our phone and on all social media platforms obetumi akan nema bebre afa insurance policies at 𝗟𝗏𝗏 Insurance Company eton.
All right, Methodist University eguso efa adisuafo enra na me name ba ye hwehwe or the medical schools in Ghana. Then we realize that you're late to cry. You missed 3 of them. Wow, I didn't know the secondary school people who just wrote were supposed to start filling their forms and China results about me patron China results so that you don't miss the schools. Methodist University nekofa form ne fail is awaiting results. We are now the actual awaiting results. Please remember, go buy a form from the Methodist University and write awaiting results. Well, the Indian started our medical program. Nursing, papa. Ope IT, ope psychology, social work, your master's program is a term edi. Mr. Methodist University, Methodist Church Ghana for an hour sa ebano. We are welcoming you to this family if you want to be part of us. Excellent morality and service.
This morning, try out the ginger powder from 𝗟𝗡𝗙. Here is a glass of warm water. Now the kakrebi egum. You stir it, let it sit for a while, and then you take it. It's going to boost your vitality this morning. To Pia, answer now be now to me and numbi ediamaya. I think so. Open printed Lacoste with t-shirts, souvenirs, badges. Bibi PBA efa printing hono. 𝗟𝗡𝗙 to me. I am out. Here is a order nbeba. Ube humo ewada braka. Ground house inside or just in the Holy Spirit's cathedral.
Me pacho say okoko nom ginger juice na oyamunda ho a unhie aduane papa. Enye sa de oyembe yo no weni enye ho kura. Sese oyamunda ho appetite no ejina so pa. Onte se bra bi ono hia appetite. Cameraman for de omu ye good o. Omu mu hia appetite kura no. All right, I know be high. I know pay. According to KFK breakfast ana odidi pa. Me pacho pe anopeduane edi na oho ayo kama dia KFK Foods. KFK Food oh hwehwe omo otamakom the 25 afeso so oko ambassadorial enclave a ewo enkran ha City House area mo o se Wesley for diner omo ababesia first ne edan biara ewo Ghana no me pa cho owuremu a obehu se KFK for omo ase ho aduane papa fie KFK for me pa cho anope ya se obepese ubenya atade papa shede ane barbrella for ombeboa pa isanso omo de manta ade de omo mfani agro omo no mutime pam na emanya bi ahye na mema yentimi enya bi nhye but said ye tie biara onyankopon eka ye ho anope multi credit to frefre o multi credit for frefre se ope besia abo a me pa cho menko sakawa for no menko to bet ko multi credit phone anope nso aye nom Wesleyan Dew tema YDM4 anaye anope Bishop Samuel Ofori Acha ene the Synod Secretary Popsing J Ebenezer omunyina ejinemu a omohwe na enso ne ton no so akọ sese de osofo afotonate ono ana wababedi osofo doche osabute anainti upe bia ofre osofo afoto nate obeboa na bibia etimi akoso anope ye frefro Christian Service University suku pon a tete enkwala disuafo ema bibia eko ohwehwe mo akira kwan a ko ode no kwada so ewukumase mantemu ana saa suku yiwo nansia no mudi omo 50th anniversary me pa cha no pay Professor Frane no mugina gate omo jeje nkwala ne bag ekusi ho no pay so matese uduru ha na ya chia ne ama good morning ne de wakọ akosi baby ese wusi ye wie kra no na ye ka the new kid on the block ye from Freeman Methodist Guest House ope baby a obetimi adwojo ho na ahwache obe sorry na enye ankwado bi ana yebo anansa Miguel no nyame abo ne set of idabie no enye enyom papa ope enyom a etimima akoma eye form anopotutu to eye welio uncle hold eno eye Freeman Methodist Guest House ana yetimi ebo sa enyom no anope ano
ne scientific loti o friend have come once
anope baby say manager kemno aye ready omnu kitchen for no okọ Freeman Methodist Guest House obenya baby edute omobo no eda form bibia kama ho anopo aboafo aso yemu a ye no omoko no ye ni so saa so na wo so a wo hwe ye ni eso it's a family. It is called the WTV's Orientation family. Welcome on board and let's go together. My name Osofo Adzika Vincent Agbamanya.
Acho me miss na
Sam radio ebeje mre ye basisia.
Hooray! Methodist University College Ghana. Yenya Presidential Charter. Inti ye Methodist University Ghana. Inti ye ne upe baby pa abo wabudini enya nguma suamu nimdie padia. Admission no koso. Postgraduate, undergraduate, diploma and certificate programs be to say nursing, educational assessment and evaluation, guidance and counseling, psychology, economics, HRM and management studies, marketing and supply chain management, communications, IT, accounting, social work, port and shipping management, and it PhD in education dia. Order for Methodist University Ghana. Nanika Same Womune say, what's the candidate dear? Or 30% discount. Ane 30% discount. Any Methodist sorry menina. Shushayan campuses nibi our dance suman. Sama Wenchi National Song say our day any evening. Empo weekend sessions from Ponso Ewo. Mature entrance exams so Ekoso. 83 Mikasi na admission Ekoso. Enchebu Biano for 0558 309059. And now kwaya website www.mug.edu.gh. MUG, the rich brand. Meth UG. We have the zeal to educate.
KFK Foods is an award-winning world-class restaurant with over 10 years experience in both local and continental dishes. We render services for parties, cafeteria services for schools and hospitals, individuals, corporates and institutions, as well as groups who want to treat their partners to delicious meals and services. We have all local and international dishes including banku with tilapia, fufu with light soup, fried rice with grilled or fried chicken, assorted fried rice, fish with chips, noodles and spaghetti, pizzas, pastries, shawarma, beef and chicken sauces. All kinds of breakfast baskets in Accra. Locate us at the Ambassadorial Enclave on the first floor of the 𝗟𝗏𝗧 Towers at 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. In Tema, locate us at Community 25 Annex, where the event center is located at 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. from Monday to Sunday. For all orders, call us on 0244 637647 or WhatsApp us on 050 33171153. KFK Foods, you deserve it. Do you need quality and professional ministerial attire? Be it cassock, clerical shirts, stoles, preaching gowns, preaching bands, wedding gowns, and sanctuary vestments, then your best destination is a Methodist Investments and Properties Limited, MIPL. Individuals and churches can also contact MIPL for their African wear, both male and female, curtains, church or institutional anniversary clothing, Friday wears, mufflers, diaries, liturgy books, souvenirs, badges, Lacoste and t-shirts, among others. MIPL produces natural fruit juice such as ginger, pineapple, mango, millet, banana, as well as specially prepared ginger powder to boost your daily vitality. MIPL Property Management is also available to both individuals and corporate institutions in managing your property and providing investment solutions. Locate MIPL office at the Grant House inside Adabraka, Accra for your businesses at affordable prices, or call us on 0242 122 787. If you are looking for an office space which is spacious with a car park, 24-hour security, standby generator, then look no further. The Grant House building is up for rent and is located adjacent the Holy Spirit Cathedral, Accra. Call us on 0242 122 787. Welcome back. It's a Tuesday and we are so grateful to be alive and to have come your way again. But it's time for us to bring you Deru, which is proudly brought to you by the Freeman Methodist Guest House. It will be Freeman Kumasi opposite West School at Wellesley College of Education in Tupe Baby Edidi Pa Ope Baby Nsu Edutia to Nawaja Homia Freeman Methodist Guest House Ewoho Edemao. Suffer.
All right, so we are ready with our first story and we want to go to organized labor to listen to them.
No, before we go to organized labor, there's something on the anti-gay bill.
Okay, all right.
Sure.
Okay, so let's go to the protest.
Yeah, sure. So the proponents of the Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill, commonly referred towards the anti-gay bill are staging a protest today, Tuesday, October 8th, to express frustration over delays in the bill's final approval. The protest aims to push for the president's immediate assent to the bill, which has been awaiting action since Parliament passed it in February 28. The delays have been further compounded by a Supreme Court ruling on July 17, which postponed judgments on anti-gay cases until all related legal matters are addressed. In an interview, the bill's lead advocate and Member of Parliament for Ningo Prampram, Sam George Nati, stressed that the Chief Justice has the authority to fast-track the resolution of the matter as she deems it necessary. If anybody is going to take 1 year to file their documents, the Chief Justice thinks that that is the proper delivery of justice, where parties in the case will determine as and when and how they would be doing their filing. Justice delayed is justice denied, and the expeditious delivery of justice is crucial to the effective justice delivery system, and so the Chief Justice has to be up and doing.
All right, now, so anopayino. Anti-LGBTQ protest bia eba ba koso enkran ha asem na yede hyase sambe kaya na nsemu beto dwa se mrahwebedwafuo bi de bill bi a friend anti-LGBTQ+ ekoto mrahwebedwamu na yebobu edi ano baba ye no ba sampa empanifuo nyina do monsa hye krata ase emye kasampa Ghana ha de ye nyi ntum se sebe oba ne bema emenya yonkofa na afesusu bema ne bema susu enya yonkofa na yewie no ewo amamremu se yewie saade a na mrahwebedwam etimi ede won susu onsa ahyase epia akwakomo mampani na mampani susu ede ne pen kese susu ahyase na abeye mrakrakrakra yei ana edu mampani hope ana mampani se aba abdamanim na mumatesa Supreme Court susu enuanum bi so ede ansem bi akodan won se ekwan ayefa so ma sa emrai eba so no nye papa enti na kire se se yehwe na yeyi sa menteme ho ase no eni sa kwansidie ni free ekwan mu eno tibesi ne o mampani ntimi nsan mra na afi susu se we mra na ewo Supreme Court dia na kire se ye maami a wote adwam ema Supreme Court ono ene betimi aka se ko nebra na akwa se wo Sudani se de na Yesu Kristo eka ewo ye twere kurunkuru no wo se otimi kase bra no okọ otimi kase ko no aba na eno ana yenuanom a omo ye kire kase ye gidi pa se ye maame betimi aka bibi afa ho na bibia etimi awie peyo se ye nte hwede ne ye te ho agu monten so ne ayo ye kire na yaka kire ye Supreme Court ene ye maame Chief Justice maame ye dawase enim se uye Kristo ni mapa nemum osusu osanso eda eye Supreme Court an yesrew aden na omomodin ma eye ade ye da court entimi nkonanim wa enti na owura Sam George ani di jata esan ewoto no ono ana ye ni interview odi sansemu nyina etudwa enti no we de oye kire pa ene ba be ko se ene wo ho you know the full details of the place, yes. the venue, will be able to tell. Yeah. All right, cool.
All right. Meanwhile, Organized Labour has confirmed its decision to proceed with a nationwide strike planned for Thursday, October 10, 2024. The group expressed dissatisfaction with President 𝗟𝗡𝗄𝗏's response to their demands despite his reaffirmed commitment to addressing the issue of illegal mining. Organized Labour has been urging the president to declare a state of emergency on illegal mining and implement a long-term solution to combat the menace. Speaking to the media on Monday, October 7, the General Secretary of the Trades Union Congress, Joshua Ansah, reiterated the union's determination to go ahead with the strike unless significant action is taken by governments before the ultimatum. He concluded, "We are of the view that what government has proposed does not adequately address our demands, and therefore our notice of strike remains unchanged." Meanwhile, tensions have surfaced within Organized Labour as some fraction, particularly from the Technical University Teachers Association of Ghana, TUTAG, and other groups claim they were not consulted before the announcement of the strike.
Now, Organized Labour so na yede omunsemu tudwa. Omusoso de ababe tudwa say ye galamse nsensemu a ekoso. Womu nimse omampani betimi asore waka na afi wetimi ede tabo bi ato biara a wotu galamse no obi akra wotu good wo mamu akra se menko enkonko to good bi afi so eye kwayebretu a ye de emraba se sese de yetimi kwayebretu mu kokotu eye sika kokko no yemfa eye tabo nto so eno na akwakoba ne se omuno mampani hye ma mampani esoso ka kiro se nko omo mmere kakra so mampani me pa cho emre de ebi ni hokra wakasa na emum de odi ato ye nim yensusu se eyade ebetima ame yegya eye wo ye kire nti eye owura nsanom our general secretary ma trade union congress or say ekwan bi aso no eye october bosumi a etosudu no wo ye kire no eba so na emu no ana afi ekuo bi susu amsusu eye technical university for teachers for kase ye nyina na yewo eye 2 UC ade na amoye no ma ama yesusu ya ntena asu na kire say within the family there are still some divisions but ora ansa kase kwan bi aso no ye kire no beba so.
Moving on, 21 Democracy Hub protesters have been granted bail while 𝗟𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗍𝗏 have been denied bail. This follows an appeal filed by lawyers against the Circuit Court decision remanding 53 protesters into police and prison custody. The accused were grouped into 2 sets with 2 different courts handling each set. The first set, made up of Ama Governor and 8 others, are Emmanuel Jan, Emmanuel Kwabna Ado, Blim Yakubu, Oheneba Prempe, Philip Owusu Kobina, Desmond, Von Kofi, and Sadiq Yakubu. All 9 were granted bail to a tune of 70,000 Ghana cedis with 2 sureties each. They are to report once to the police in a week and deposit their Ghana cards at the court registry. Even though the state opposed the bail application, the judge granted the plea of lawyers of the accused person. The second set included Oliver and 12 others, but the judge granted bail to the 12 of them, including Felicity Nelson, but denied Oliver bail.
Yo ye twaso na eye Democracy Hub for na nsem koye o ye kire e wo 37 ehhehye nioma kora etimi eye se omosi akwan se wo awutwam untumi entwam police for echichi eye bebre no ababeto dwa se ena ye kase omumu eduonu baako de ye yi wo mkora se wo esan bail aye bail wo munti wo nkofie afi abrano wo mra na wo mfom ho emekire aposifo ne no ana ekoba se eye Oliver Vama Bokadie enya de a yetimi amano eye sa bill nibi na edina ebobo ye nyina sa amrenti yempese ebesan sensi so no omode ya mom se bill ni nti omunkofie na abrano mfom ho mekire eye aposifo yenkwe.
Elsewhere, the Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has launched the Citizen App, a groundbreaking mobile application designed to improve public service delivery and citizen engagement in Accra. The Citizen App aims to provide a one-stop platform for accessing various government services, reporting issues, and receiving real-time updates on public matters. It is designed to be a personalized platform for all Ghanaians to enhance access to various government services and provide citizens with important information. The app is also expected to streamline interactions between citizens and government agencies, making processes more efficient and transparent. The Vice President highlighted the app's potential to streamline processes, reduce bureaucracy, and foster greater transparency and accountability within government operations.
Yona ye twaso no na ye omampeni abedi echire a no ansan kasa eye frankatufo ma MPP osono kokuruku amanyoku no ono ana wagina eye itumi so ede eye abefo app bi a ye frɛ no Citizen App na sa app yi eye app bi a ye se wokoso na opese uhu aban enwuma bi eni beebi a obehu eni nkutahudi a obetimi no madi a ehia kora se udi emirika ebefa ka fa trotro akoho no ase wetena ofie na wafasa app egu phone so na wetimi edi nkitaho na de edi tudwa ne se de Citizen App no aba betodwa omampani Dr. Bawumia wa shefa apa hontoma kama yenko.
The Divisional Executives Council of the Public Service Workers Union and of the Trades Union Congress Ghana, the National Identification Authority Division, has announced an industrial strike effective October 7. The notice issued by the aggrieved workers on Sunday, October 6, indicates that the strike is a result of the employers' failure to implement their newly approved scheme of service. The aggrieved workers say they will not call off their industrial action until the agreed scheme of service is implemented. After exhaustive patience and repeated demands, we regret to inform you that your unacceptable failure to operationalize the newly approved scheme of service has compelled us to take this action beginning Monday, October 7, and by extension, all our members will not avail ourselves to work beginning Monday until the scheme of service is fully operationalized.
Yo na juma ana wa fami na o fami juma so o ka se obama me se wama me se media nanka meba nanka me umitiri mupobi se nka obeye bibia akora ma me kora fe kora esidan atoka ma me na se da bi untumi nyesa to wa de krata abeto manim se na am say yo meye enti fam adwuma afa wa fam adwuma mu na ma ye adwuma adrum pampam so bi na me se me srew contract ya ono me call you no say na wa ka sa wo de ba ma mi fama de me say da bi sika nhye me ho sa twen kakra na engrofo bi a omo ye adwumayefo omo NI womo a omo ye the Divisional Executive Council of the Public Services Workers Union a omo ka TUC ho a omo National Identification Authority omo anasa akosami omo de tuju omo se sadia na ya wo so ahoma abo opono achoro nkrata na wuntie dia ene wo ye kire pa na ye baba nti onso so dia tudwa se eye na wotwen baba simi omodo mu mfidie omodo bibia do ne wokwa unya camera na ye die so am yetime atwa card kra e dia ma to omso so se onso ye kire no omo baba ye de kese pa.
On a rather alarming note, illegal small-scale mining, popularly known as galamsey, is taking place behind a police station at Inyinim in the Itiwa East District. According to the Chief Executive of the Minerals Commission, Martin 𝗟𝗡𝗙, several reports made to the police have resulted in no action. Mr. 𝗟𝗡𝗙 made this revelation while appearing before the Parliament's Government Assurances Committee and reported that severally that behind the Inyinim police station, people are doing some down there, which we have not permitted. Mr. 𝗟𝗡𝗙 said he was worried. How come the police are not taking action? The Minerals Commission boss is, however, opposed to calls to stop issuing new mining licenses. He added that if they are not issued, the people will go and do illegal mining anyways. Meanwhile, Mr. 𝗟𝗡𝗙 has denied claims of being understaffed.
All right, now to us our host someone say wododo na etafa kumase kwan so unya epa osino ho na wo ko wanim kakra na utimu se anyinam anu waduru no na anyinam won post station de enhye tokuro bia mu ewo kwan ho pe na ubedu na apolisifuo yi wo mo charge officer nipa koba na wobeto wani ahwe ekire ho pe no na galamsey mmana ededa ho ni insuo se de aye kokko na ubisa se apolisifuo edien ana moye muntumi nkonkochom ti ene ye twam nyina debe na daresa na jajo ana ye twa sa eno ana owura Martin 𝗟𝗡𝗙 a ono na ye otitire ne oda Minerals Commission akase ono kura a report ama apolisifuo se nka monko na monkonkochom be sinne ye nye wo mohwe nti wo kwa wo be nyina na galamsey tua ana ye 20 ara ho semba kwa ene yedi tu dwa amamo no well me ebisa se nti mi se isi adan na munya license ya modema minus hwe odema o wanfa mu galamsey no omubetu tuedie wobonsam ko ode fasoro ode befa fom ode fa nchen ode befa ne binkum na koye se kwesi ananta twene wobosoro a ebebu wobo ase so a ebebu enti Owura Santo was say yemfa won chen baby but said ye baby an ye wo kono ko.
Well, to our final story, 𝗟𝗡𝗙 has temporarily stepped down from his position as a member of the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association following a directive from CAF. 𝗟𝗡𝗙, who currently serves as the head coach of the Sudan national team, is set to face Ghana in the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. This raised concerns of a potential conflict of interest as he would be working for two different associations involved in the same competition. In response, CAF issued a letter to the former Black Stars coach requesting his resignation from the GFA Executive Council until the conclusion of the AFCON qualifiers.
Na yedi wie kra owura kwesi apia na sem abedu munim se executive councilor GFA owura kwesi apia yeto abama no awoka ho bi pa emu asoso ana Sudan for national team so eto nsa friends o meye tenene ema sa football team no na afi die koba na sa de na akoye se owura kwesi apia ukura dibre mienu na no na akoba se Sudan for omone Ghana Blasters omo akono a na wotwe a yede hihye so eno ana CAF atro ede abewura kwesi apia so wure yesrew untumi ene Ghana for enkonkunsi akan sa Ghana ho na so wo dibre pa dibre mu ye hye pa me pa cho fa ba akoto ho na ode ba akobeto ho de a na sa dibre na Ghana se oye executive council member no na fato na afi etimi kokko ye wadwuma kama na nsemu a yedi efi CAF so ede ebremu no se ye wie ni saade ana akwakoba se se yekọ de obonkrata mu na afi yedi enkomo se munim se dwumadie no mienu part 1 no ye na se yekọ efidie so na yekọ www so na afi so yede aba nkrata penifo de amaye se ye mono na poso mamono. Until we go into the world of the papers and give to you only the highlights.
So we'll start off with the daily graphic newspaper, the Tuesday edition. Major story here says, 𝗟𝗡𝗡 crackdown, government rolls out radical measures. 1. The president orders military deployment. 2. LI 2462 to be revoked. Water bodies, forest reserves, red zone. The story begins on the front page, continues on page 3. Now, oil prices rise amid Gulf tension, and the story is also on page 3. Now, Citizen app launched for government services. Page 24 and 25 have reported this. Now, page 13 says that economic growth exceeds pre-COVID-19 levels, and this is a statement from the finance minister.
All right, so to the daily guide right now in my hands, it is that popular story this morning. 𝗟𝗡𝗡 protesters 21 granted bill. 𝗟𝗏𝗏 denied. Baumia outdoors the Citizen app as we have brought to you already. Now, from the camp of the police, they say we did not force suspects, and this is what the police is saying. This from the daily guide.
The Daily Post newspaper says Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council invites congregants of member churches to today's anti-LGBTQ+ demonstration against 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 and the Chief Justice. Elsewhere, 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 organized labor to proceed on 10th October strike as government fails to meet demands. Now, the major story here says how NAPO wanted school kids to be taught gay and lesbian acts exposed. Well, that story is on pages 6 and 7 of the paper.
Right, so now to the Daily Dispatch. Global Info Analytic Opinion Polls. Well, the verdict I read. I am NDC, but I disagree. Baumia will get 37%. No losing press candidate has had less than 43%. And this is coming from an NDC guru. NDC delivered only 28 of their promised 200 e-blocks. And this is what NAPO is saying. Finally, EC gives certificates to new political parties, bringing the total to a number of 14.
All right, and so the Chronicle newspaper, the Spear of the Nation, it says ailing Tema oil refinery employs more managers despite not refining crude since 2018. The story is on pages 2 and 7 of the paper. Now, God does not choose leaders for countries, and this is a statement from Pastor Mensa Otabil. Now, Ghana's commercial creditors agree to exchange their bonds, and Baumia launches Citizen app to enhance public service delivery. Grab a copy of the Chronicle newspaper.
All right, now, so to the National Enquirer. Well, he has the photo of His Excellency Nana Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo Well, the banner headline reads, Health Genocide to Strike Ghana as cyanide, euphoric acid, nitric acid, mercury find in pipeline water, but Tyrant Akufo-Addo ignore calls to halt Galamsey. Lastly, ahead of the elections 2024 in December, West African Elders Forum meets Mahama to this regard. That's from the National Enquirer.
The New Crusading Guide newspaper says time to elect Bawumia as president. 𝗟𝗏𝗘 advocates an economic rebound, drawing investors back to Ghana. And this is from the finance minister and is on pages 3 and 10 of the paper. MFWA builds media capacity on fact-based reporting ahead of December 7 elections. The story is on pages 10. Now, Baka Vamewo caged again. 𝗟𝗏𝗘 boss calls for debate on Galamsey, and Ghana-US collaborate to promote stability in West Africa. These are the stories on the front page of the New Crusading Guide.
All right, so we turn our attention to the Metro lens, and it is the photo of Dr. Gideon Quarcoo. Well, he says it's able to mine in water bodies, but we are also saying, what is the response of government to those who are mining in the water bodies? Well, the story can fully be found in page 11 of the Metro lens. Hobson storms Volta to win votes for Alan Cash. Well, the Minister for Information, Fatimatu Abubakar, also has an information. Well, she says that organized labor's decision to proceed with strike action is really surprising. This is from the face of the Metro lens.
Now, the Ghanaian Observer newspaper, economic turnaround attracting investors. And this is coming from the finance minister, Dr. Amin Adam. The story is on pages 9 and 10 of the paper. Bawumia launches the Citizen app. Promise keeper Bawumia will deliver on his promises, and this is coming from Gideon Quarcoo. Now, blankets ban on small-scale mining improper, and this is from the Minerals Commission CEO. These are the stories inside the Ghanaian Observer newspaper.
All right, so to the Daybreak now, and they say they report freedom in truth. Right, so it has again the photo of the finance minister. He appears to be saying something, but it appears again that what he is saying is obviously on the economic turnaround, which he claims is attracting investors into the country. Well, there is the photo of Ken Kranji, who is saying that the Supreme Court must decide Mohammed's eligibility before the elections on December 7th. Well, Gideon Quarcoo is also seen here at the right-hand side of the Daybreak, saying that it is evil to mine in water bodies.
Now to our last but one newspaper, the Business Analyst. It says that Deloitte Oil and Gas Survey investments decision to be affected by emissions levy. The story is on the front page but continues on page 3. On Treasury bill, decline in T-bills yield to persist. Government to raise 4.57 billion Ghana cedis by Friday. And on Galamsey, organized labor to proceed with nationwide strike. VIP launches Citizen app to enhance government services. In other stories, high tax rates impeding growth in petroleum industry. These stories are all on the page 3 of the Business Analyst newspaper.
All right, so we conclude with another business analytical paper, and it is the graphic business. All right, so there was a competition, this competition named the Tertiary Business Sense Challenge, and the finalist includes KNUST, UGBS, and then the UEW. They have all qualified for the finals. Relocating regional airlines, opinions divided over Terminal 2. Well, government to cap borrowing, and this is what we have for you so far from the graphic business. Well, it is a stop for now. We go to the word for the day, Miss Na.
All right, and so thank you so much, Osofo. But to the word of the day today, I indicated that Osofo the Oba and Apa, to make a brofosa into ye ma word back on our so wait to me a formal sentence into ye beko W learner so na yon share a word of the day for today. So our word of the day today is requisite, and it means that something that is necessary, something that is of importance, something that is required, something that is mandatory, something that is needed. Yeah.
All right. Be and share a year mo dictionary mu.
Yeah, sure.
Namo emfa emma a year amanfo. But some say a year sorry na so ana ye went to the ana yetimi abo a year di kamu amamo samria. Afei ana ye ba eye enchirimu nti ye twa ye ho aba ye ba ye befa eye a story no be ye enum bi na afei ye di eho enkomo ye de egusu si ha o nti ye twa ye ho na yasan aba sisia.
This is the Freeman Methodist Guest House Limited. It is a luxurious and comfortable guest house in the heart of Kumasi. Our guest house features a range of modern and spacious rooms, each with its private bathroom and amenities. Our guests can enjoy various on-site facilities, including a restaurant, conference halls, event center, spacious car park, CCTV cameras, lifts, generator, and many more. We are conveniently located opposite the Wesley College of Education near the Swami Roundabout in Kumasi and are easily accessible by public transportation. We look forward to welcoming you to the Freeman Methodist Guest House Limited. Contact us by telephone 050-650-8591 or 050-650-8592, or you can email us at fmghlghana@gmail.com or use our website www.fmghotelghana.com. Freeman Methodist Guest House, where serving you is our delight.
Don't come yo, don't call me. Ghana for Methodist Asafoma. WTV Enyamfienu 5 years. Hooray! Na enam emfienu mafidida. WTV ADNT. Or yet don't call me promo. And it says, Sawaya Ghana ni now our business. And Ejuma Kubia Opeso Bongo Deura. WTV say, Ye Babika, Ejuma Kuno, and also a Gaton Diano. Ya Bongo Deura na watching me 2 weeks at the amount. 1,000 Ghana cedis per Aubetia. Way a Yakwanya, WTV Airfaso at the Adawas say, what time the chief? I'm my room Pempenswa and never drink. Some promo here didn't also make a crack and I Yanunti, Muamu, Makua, Mubasamu, Deuro, Muntu Tumrika, Namumrai, Fred WTV, Nani Penfoning Como, Emfa don't call me promo 0593 110733 and now WhatsApp 0256 253461. WTV, reaching out to the world.
That's a was a jimre biom way a deru near Tosso Mino into one himself Hannah, a news analyst Babeka Hona in Sema, ya kind earlier no, yet to me at the comments and I think so advice Kakra. Ede abremo emrebe so na wo so de wadwen kyerɛ ne so abem FRT me segment so the one is over file phone na telephone numbers no who's pop up on your screen no file phone and our dial numbers no now free o free now my TV volume number from na to me aiding komo pepe ye ka say die ya he be share nkomodi na say na afi enche bia news analyst ba be kai ho na afi en to me no enso atwetwe nkomo kakra osofo.
All right, so according to what we have here, obviously we are starting with the discussion on the organized labor, but because we took that of the anti-LGBTQ protest, less and engine room. I think if you can get Osofo Apiakubi on the line for us to have a discussion on what the time is. I'm sure that some of them are already on the ground. Yeah.
Well, my worry is the number of protests and demonstrations we have this week.
Well,
one is the anti-gay one, and the other one is organized labor starting on Thursday. There's another one beginning today. The strike beginning today from the NIE.
It shouldn't be your worry.
Well,
it shouldn't be your worry.
The fact that you go there and then there's no activities going on. You go to the offices, you want to get your card ready, or you want to make a complaint, you want to make an inquiry and all that. Well,
it is in their constitutional mandate to have this done, but our interest this morning is picking the stories one by one. A lot of strikes do, but that on the first of our list is the anti-LGBTQ plus protesters. The reason for this protest is purely simple. So a group of people who took a private member-sponsored bill to the floor of Parliament to register their disdain and displeasure over the fact that, in their opinion, and as being people who power has been vested in to represent their constituents, they did not deem it right that a man and a man should have a relationship, and also a woman and a woman having a relationship. Well, at the end of the day, they have taken this matter through all parliamentary proceedings. It has been passed as a bill, but you know that before a bill is passed and finally becomes a law, it must be assented to by the president of the nation. And when it got to the presidency, the president also drew attention to Parliament that there are 2 cases pending at the Supreme Court which will not allow him to append his signature. Till date, we have not had any information from the presidency, and the CJ as well is saying, well, there are cases here, we are going to deal with them, but remember, in this area, we work on cases that are in the queue. Now, it is just very important that I bring all of us to speed. Now, a group of people who also are part of an organization that call themselves the proper human rights are also saying that, look, we can't allow this to lie fallow. We are hitting the street to also register our displeasure to the fact that 𝗟𝗡𝗄 anɔpa. Now, one of them is our own friend and brother, dear Dr. Apiakubi. He is on the lines right now, and we want to ask him how and where the whole thing is taking place. Also for Apiakubi, how did this whole idea of a protest begin at all? Nami bisa say this whole idea of a protest eba ne sen ene eba mutirimu bo me ho abakosem kakra ma chirechiremu ama ahwefo kakra ba me potoye. And if you can explain to us in the account, we'll be glad.
Oh, okay. Without the Michelle, sorry, thank you. They kind of said, abridged by I live a family, President Echo UK, and then Prime Minister the Canary. A catcher is all my and Sika, say I'm LGBT and man. As you for Madame Mamma, Castle for sexuality with the LGBT. Shemeka wants to make her. And President Afarley, Nanifan Cranes, he said, almost for Musika. Master is a one couple, some demon vessel. And now, a college at that time, now I university, here, you know, Emmanuel University. And the only I can say, because when the room you have the 10 of the back. And the only I start here to go to school, the education amount for about the moment, in here for school. I think education amount for that, so would the SO, any other. I'm sure, Anna, any back, President Mahama Subai, President Mama Bayano, Anna, also, our record social media. And the do a good one, the social they were on a normal corner. Yes, I didn't enter you to cut the long story short. Anna.
Osofo mesra wo line no pusu hu kakra woso hu kakra Osofo say oh be me say Osofo e line no baby wo gina eye anopa die wo gina kono papa enuanom se mo amunim se bibia ankoka papa enkonkoje kire de wo enti se ne asofo bi asore ene nipa bi asore se omode omososo ombeye wo ye kira na ewo se eba ne sa isan se upusu nunumu a ana wote ne kankan ekoba ne se na me kirikire mu se eye wo mampani ana krata bi aba beto nanim se so osan na afi sebe ema ne mema namu sorry oba namu ni obema namu aye nyina nim se eho
we are a mistake
me ya mistake me man kan yie kra
one kan yie kra
ekodro mampe no mampani se ensem no ne ho fare baabi ene ne ho bi ebon se akwakodu eye Supreme Court ye nuanum the last kind no ene ne nua baako se wo mo ntia ase efa so ekodu mampani hono kra ne enimram na se wo mampani twentwen so o mampani atwentwen so na afi mampani atwentwen so dia na eye se eko eye Supreme Court na CJ ono so enyantobo ase pa na wo hwehwem ono so ka se ono so enya nani a esane se emra ene yedi adwuma na asem so eda eye Supreme Court no ebi ba yansa na ebi ba etintobo ase na yenuanum bi a omo ye muku a se de na osofo apia ko bi chirechire mu womo ye eku a enhya aban ase womo de womo so womo mpene emma ye nananom amamre a ye nananom atena ho na womo de ayo omo ho abesi ne no womo ntena ase emma kwasi broni entimi mfa na amamre emma emese ne kura eno ana mpanifo bu bebi se eduaba Quarcoo nanse akwakodi bi na wawu no ntekuma ntena ase ntonko de biara da nti yenuanum ese enne womo ye wo ye kire kese pa omate omo ho egu eye kuromu a womo koba ne nyina ne se omampani yesre sanyade no man afa CJ baabi a nkrata ne hye osusu di asem no emaye enti wo ye kire ayeye eye boko yenya yenua apia ko bi besan afre no na oni aba abedinko nanso ye kase de wo brani bi ewura eye ye studio ha wonye ohoho na emom oka komenko pa suku ni dia ni nyina esine na so suku komenko no ba esine na aga good to see you.
Thank you very much.
All right, so Mr. Nicholas Taylor is here with us. We want to pick your initial to me sure so bana yeti. A group of people are embarking on a strike. Ye nyina ye gidi say strike de hu hia say obeye na they register of pleasure. It appears CJ is also slowing down in terms of carrying out her mandate of a DSL course with Supreme Court. That is what they are saying though. Enye me masem. But what do you have to say with this?
Yeah, me that's pa michia ahwefo mo hwe Whistling TV and Methodist and painful ina. Me gidi say on the 28th of February or so and a parliament a passe what we popularly call anti-LGBT bill. And now the assumption is that some pass a bill there, yeah, in Chebia, Nanka president, Eden Sasha say.
That's right.
I feel the answer you know I check a crack. Now you want to say President Ma reason be say obedi asam no akọ Supreme Court until can change so ana. In the Supreme Court so do baby a omutumi edin sam no or show so pa, especially when it's about national interest, as well when it has effect and other things. But up to waiting from 28 bill no call up to this time no.
Almost 9 months.
And fast papa. The last time I call certain, I think it was beamed live and people I watched the proceedings. It happened say now the judicial service is giving reasons for which the Supreme Court cannot proceed with the discussion because parties involved, you know, they have not filed the needed papers as well file it. Now, when I no concern kakra.
Okay.
The concern is say Nkwofoba court. Now somebody has some to her. It's the duty of the people to bring the needed material, but it is also the duty of the court to ensure that they bring the needed materials or documents for the matter to proceed. And many of the cases where the Obi or some no call and as a respondent, you know, and to me and find documents, but the court has the right either to deal with the matter, throw the matter away,
squash it out,
throw it out. So I don't understand how the Supreme Court cannot insist on its own rules and I say be as way there and do what they are because there are several cases and call for there are some local court no women they seem they were not serious about it and the Supreme Court or the court just threw away the matter on the face of it.
Why is it becoming so difficult this time? Demonstration no more cause almost feel say unseen hands be will you share with them?
That is say maybe because now those suspicions become rife. Obiaba na dwen say BBC say net here. It may not be the case, but senior no makono assembly anke atwadwene. Inside dem say we there, senior pan or that some ban on serious. I don't want to asem no dwen. The Ghana for say, "Oh, nimpo da some buy kra no, the nimbre." And now say parliament na say mo respond no. And almost some farm response by ya fabra. No be who say parliament no kra na say mo koma ye no kra they are not serious. If it's about attorney general, let us also know that Attorney General and some is already been by name who say Attorney General is not working in the interest of Ghanaians, but maybe for partisan interest. But say the Supreme Court so now say woman fan by my chairman it was supposed to be 14 days and it has gone beyond about a month or something. That's what one fan by there. So say yeah, train woman.
It has just dropped in my mind the speed, the agility with which the court used to carry justice on the ambulance issue.
Yes.
It was every week there was something to be done. And all of a sudden, you go at 7 and why can't we apply
even in the case of Dafia Mapo issue or he wanted to place injunction on I think Parliament also from approving ministers.
Yes.
That thing was also done quickly. And my understanding was that the Attorney General brought a response quickly. Obi had needed by it. And we I didn't know to be famba. Now, so hasn't the court gotten that authority? Okay. So some way,
all right. So finally, the men and women are on the street in Tienedia. Yebehu lawyer for Mweni nomo, Sam George nomo, or so for Pia Kubi nomo. Some of our clergies will be on the street today, or registering their displeasure to the fact to say yes remo and this is an issue that is ingrained in the DNA of our culture as Ghanaians. Yentimi mpeneso ema sebe oba no oba enya yonkofa bia eye empamu agro no oba ema so de
so akubia and so twima so kakra who say the injunction a quarter sometimes they able to deal with the injunction before the substantive matter.
Yes.
Yeah. In this particular case, the Supreme Court Chief Judge is saying that
to the substantive.
So even injunction say so ruling on the injunction it may prejudice the substantive matter until the injunction and substantive matter I'm a ruling which is not that bad. But question is you have prevented Parliament in proceeding with its mandated duty of submitting the bill. So as of now, the bill is still with the Parliament because Supreme Court has not ruled; they cannot send it. Yeah. You have prevented them from doing their work. The same Supreme Court had ruled sometimes the court cannot prevent a constitutional mandated body from executing its own duties. What are we? Yeah,
wow. Well, so
you
see, so kukuru nenya ya kike so ebeja and
suspicion bedos.
If you leave things in the dark and you do not provide illumination, interpretation is obviously on the viewer. To me, I mentioned, interpretation, but that's what is happening right now. Well, we can only wish them the best and ask that it should be peaceful. When a Christopher, no, any religious body is not done, so we know it's going to be very peaceful. But on the hand side, there is also another looming strike. I need the wow deal. And wow deal. TUC for the wow deal. Because you're a labor man.
Yes. So when we say the issue of galamsey, ya can want some more hadam kofa, can want some pa, hadwin. So organized labor, na ejide say aban bit my home baby. So ya sorry put to prove say ye cost strike, but we wrote to government. Say edikan. Ye won rebia won parliament aye. Ama nana didn't say say obi betumi ekotu gold and I say obetumi combine it forest area with the permission of the permit can be the authorization. So that law was not there. I think in 2022 it was passed. We na mabinu kwan amo betumi akọ forest zones. Otherwise forest and water bodies were red zones for mining. Number 2, Shamfine any earth moving materials omo the tools are mining in and that's and that's so obi anitua ekoso na fees ya say and then they betumi into here try about 4 or 5 things to government so on modern side we adwuma so that we're going to have a water bodies and then also to declare a state of emergency. The meaning was that so when you declare state of emergency obia enko galamsey site bia
and the minister said draconian. Dracula so the onum moja. Dracula onum.
Oh, it's no say no bi anko. You see, you can say mo bi anko for some time because so bia anko ho a ho betumi efu kakra. Ensuo na nkomo be ye baba fa rivers they will stop there, it will not come in. And so we'll have a clearer water body. We will have some of our forest areas resuscitated. Now, say the idea come a president no. No can him say president e betumi ahwe say enyo mebi ohwa e betumi na ya ye modwuma. And on the 3rd, Oshia organized labor. Oshia you know na after you who say a minister had information out said the president has indicated the president has said Oshia nyoma and
now so pause on that. We have all been wondering where that information came from because organized labor so where did that information come from in terms of the president's response to meeting now?
In fact, normally meeting with the president na full details. I mean, some of that one that any but major decisions will come out. And initially you should be out, but they were asking the president to do 1 or 2 things. Then it was when we declared that we remain, that we're going to go on the strike, that the Minister for Information now brings out some of the issues agreed on at the meeting.
Which were?
One, the president was saying that, or government was saying that, Parliament, it's a Parliament, bill, no, LI 2024 62 or so.
LI 2462.
Yes, 2462. They will go so that Parliament can revoke that one. Government is going to collaborate with other stakeholders to make sure that this is done. No, if you look at the 4-point or 5-point President Edibayena, only one about this Parliament action, and then a concrete action.
That's the LI.
Yes.
Okay, so where from the whole issue of Moma Memre Kakra? Give me some time.
After that one, I think it's somebody's imagination. Yes. Because it didn't come out in the organized labor discussion.
All right.
What came out is what the minister has put out. The government, the president didn't ask of time.
Okay. Now, so should we on this network say the whole purported allegation of the president saying, give me a little time either to think about it or to work with cabinet and the other institution about what your reliefs are? No,
that one there didn't come out. It didn't come out.
Okay.
It didn't come out. And about officially what the Minister for Information has put out, I think yesterday or so, expressing surprise.
All right.
At the organized labor say, Papa, and yes, maybe I'm a teacher for an answer work at be a striker. And it's a strike na do.
Yeah.
Because you're quite you
okay. So fast
right.
Now you have mentioned a very important thing, Minister of Information. So dear. Now she expresses a total surprise. Was it? Okay, now you have an information. Put it across. Let's go.
So this is from the Ministry of Information, and it says press release RE outcome of President's meeting with organized labor. And it says following the call by organized labor and other stakeholders on government to take decision or an action on the menace of illegal mining and small-scale mining in the country, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana 𝗟𝗡𝗡 convened a meeting with organized labor on Thursday, October 3, at the Jubilee House. So the meeting discussed the long-standing issue of illegal mining, reviewed the situation and government efforts thus far. It was agreed between the parties that A, government will collaborate with organized labor and other stakeholders in the fight against illegal mining. B, government will take steps when Parliament reconvenes this month to revoke the environmental protection, that is the mining and forest reserves regulation 2023 legislative instruments 2462. C, government will ramp up its efforts and measures, particularly as it relates to prohibiting illegal mining in water bodies and forest reserves. D, water bodies and forest reserves remain red zone for mining and all forms of mining in water bodies, as well as recognizance, prospecting, exploration, and or small-scale mining in forest reserves remain banned. Law enforcement agencies of the state are fully mandated to rid our water bodies and forest reserves of all forms of mining. E, the Attorney General will collaborate with the Chief Justice to ensure swift adjudication of illegal mining cases. F, government supports the call for all presidential candidates to sign a pact committing to the fight against illegal mining so as to depoliticize this national problem. 3, in the light of the above, government is surprised by the decision of organized labor to proceed on an industrial strike from 10th of October 2024. Government will, however, continue to engage organized labor and other stakeholders in the constructive dialogue in finding solutions to this national menace. 4, government reiterates its commitment to the fight against illegal small-scale mining and calls on all stakeholders to join the fight. Signed, Fatimatu Abubakar.
All right, so
Minister.
I am interested in the D. Water bodies and forest reserves remain red zones for mining and all forms of mining in the water body, as recognizance, protecting, exploration, and or small-scale mining and in forest reserves remain banned. Is that not what organized labor wanted?
So,
State of emergency. Okay. So I'm thinking organized labor want to see from today onwards, I, the President, Excellency Nana 𝗟𝗡𝗡, hereby declare a state of emergency.
Fellow Ghanaians,
fellow Ghanaians, I, His Excellency. President. Now, fellow Ghanaians, I, His Excellency Nana 𝗟𝗡𝗡, the President and the Commander of the Ghana Armed Forces, hereby declare a state of emergency on all mining activities in Ghana. Sanamo.
Asa.
Okay.
Asa, na fide ye koye nim.
Agbena.
And yes, then you see, but if you talk about ramping your effort, which is very good. The question is, we have people who are still prospecting. People are still doing a lot of things. They are mining. People go to the site in the name of prospecting. They go and mine. And the police stations and now the military, the commissioner, police station.
So you saw the police station.
So behind the police station is going on. So the president has no power over the police. The IGP cannot speak again. Mr. Go to Ayamfru, medium with that example. No fire police barrier. At 200 meters, machine, big machines. Are you saying that the police? This is what. Are you saying that they are not aware? Yes,
you see the machines as well.
We saw machines, sister.
So it is the Papa can say the police have been notified.
Our authorities are complicit. Are you saying say DC Ben on your way? Sagalam say Echoes on the site.
Nana Ben
MP Ben on your way. Yes. Nana Ben on your way. Assembly member Ben on your way. So question is, if these top brass are involved there, ordinary Ghanaian or kwa osuru.
Okay.
Because ebia mafia mkoka nana bahame. Makoram Kaka Parliament MP Bahame, I'm sure DC Bahame, and the DCEs and regional ministers are the heads of the security councils in their respective areas.
Okay. All right. Yeah, on Galamsey issue. Does it appear, and as I niched out from what organized labor is saying, is all the purported band, so-called on Galamsey, appears to be a lip service and only a rhetoric.
Papa, lip service. Say you fight Galamsey head on. Now yet the unexpected will happen before we come back and say
edu police for police station I'm sure yen nam ye dem ho omo to ase kra ba be share dem e dan ase o
video minister bi asemo ayi kwan so takwa was not area o e kwan di bia o ma ye fine road e Kevin
say ebi kra so omo bedroom I think say we are in trouble.
Yeah, we are in trouble.
I think say the only people who have not come to talk, and obviously because they are a force under the president directly, will be the military and the police themselves. But Minerals Commission, what to know to say,
bre. Until the regulator, some kind of support.
But they are alleging, and almost our council say they are not understaffed. Now, if you are not understaffed, why can't you clamp down on it?
All right, okay. Now let's move on. I don't know whether the second story will interest all of you, because it is also for me an addendum to what we are discussing now. Democracy have it was a good intention demonstrating against the whole Galamsey thing, but well, Yachuomatum say a Bailey Ebi ringleader cancel Voma Wadi Yadinashim.
Yes. One of the things that I find interesting about this man is anytime I be seen a free policeman, he will now a pigeon inside.
Court court ama bail, I think 21
of them.
Vamawo's case was different because in terms of the law, so be acquire bonnet, Yamani bail, so would you call Yana court nadia. Nasa within that period now was some young can what's I could some for fra baila. The court will hesitate in giving you bail because now we are in the crowd.
Yeah, he's on a self-recognized bail already before us.
And to me and Simon under so that may have complicated his issue a little.
You listen to what the judge said. Okay, however, Section 96, Clause 5C of the Criminal Procedure Act, Act 30, which empowers the court to deny bail when it is satisfied that an accused person, when released, will commit another offense.
So I said, oh yeah, never know. I think the bill is good. Me myself, I think that yes. Now, I mean, we protest now, we ball or car coins, and then we could to key, and all those things are not good. But I mean, the 2 weeks what incarceration or something too, I think was also too much.
Okay.
But Yama bill, they should fast track the process. Name who say one year money, that's some no okay. No, next time will be a corporate tester. 1 year very
all right. Mr. Tella, you was strike back because you fanka hona yenkle. NIA workers almost so one more strike I say. Yeah, they okay yenka no.
So much as you.
Jordan.
So 1 year sanka they want to start the 6 years to the 14 years or so. Registration. Then the strike also came in. Yes. So when I'm getting worried, kakra.
Okay.
My worry is that we are heading towards election. As by this time, a year is kakra. But it seems that upheavals are becoming too much. And then the way you call
is it not the story? Is it not the same story for every electioneering year? Or you think that this year no abroso?
I think the strikes and the
this year no. In fact, every other week you can count more than 4 of them.
Demonstrations, strike. You see, it raises the temperature of the country already. Apart from their politicians, every country to other citizens sometimes. Frank won't this say best strike na na much for strike. But normally you
no strike they call it off, yes.
They say no NIA look at the good worker Ghana card Nanka almost started for young one and say strike. Enti minim se bia o ma besa o mo mbae. Abesa na e ma enwoma ye nwran do. I want to appeal to authorities. Ne o mo ba ya e be ma workers. E ho ato ye kakra. And so for na we can obi ara dwe say this is election year. Say ya mbọ mmodi enya na yesi
enya attention
affair so I think that may be
we ye bra ye papa Glover Asante Glover na ye share ne bobi na call back e frese papa politician wa sha obono ye koto abo ndi wan go agodi nechi na to election ni here nya dia
and the stakes are high. I mean this election sometimes you cannot predict the polls are coming this will win this will win this will win. So nobody is too sure
obi do ka ko jusika
and so I think that we want to appeal to NIA workers if the leadership can sit with them na enyoma omo hia no say nye beyond the country omo hwe yema omo so that they can have the peace to work and give us the Ghana card. Obi when your appointment be, I will say to me a Ghana card, the process and the employment, but almost strike on to me go. Obi so 200 day when your Ghana card, when to me a own to me a passport enko. And we need the Ghana card to do a lot of things. You have power much leadership and no montanasi. Ne omo be ya mo bia omo ye na omo ntumi nko edwuma.
And I for asemi something that is more contractual. Mababe ye wafa me adwuma me say adwuma no na me pese so me ntimi ma wo se enti afi se ana mema. Now in my opinion I don't know mum fa court because the oka so de ba ma me na won fa ma me na ye te say enche ye bia. Why don't they go to court? And now you think say omo felice bia Ghana court they again it will grind slowly.
It's one of the things. And can send me wanka obi obetuma court we seek justice quickly. But what does on kotoa the number of years they be there so once I can rule no so sometimes some people find it difficult to go to court, but I think it's one of the ways our customs are there. So they should look at the contracts. Is there any breach? Is there any way they can enforce the terms of the contract? Then we can proceed from there. But say 1 year the South only strikes and demonstrations it undermines the running of the system. And that is why I want also to appeal to work whoever is involved. At least we can sit and discuss. Now say there's a contract in the empire. You bet me revoke and I say bet me review and then we look at it. So the court, it should be one of the ways I sent you to make about. As I said, all the court wouldn't need time ruling. And that is why some people may think that okay, let us try to use either the discussion or we go on demonstration or a strike to demand what we want to get. And those are some of the challenges we have in the system.
Well, if we can't trust our own institution, yeah, nanka edu baby and senka court there is the last resort and kebitimi omukope yebitimi but increasingly akwakoba say hoso so no akomane yefi ho intend let's rather get on the street, and that is what is calling for most of this agitation. So
now this lady Nabla something Nabla, I think the new PNC, one free PNC. I could say I think PNP or something.
Okay.
No, so can say every one disqualified no. Nanka omo ka say uncle court. But also what the assembly court. So near court handle assembly no. They decided say this one they will not go to court.
So what would they do?
So team that they've accepted the letter commission disqualifying them and they're okay.
Into NI4. So NI4 say on Friday, October 27, 2023, the National Identification Authority successfully completed a 2-day validation exercise of its scheme of service, which was jointly developed by the Public Service Commission. And the scheme of service is a comprehensive policy document that outlines the HR's functions such as recruitment, job classifications, promotions, performance management, training and development, and succession management. This validation exercise therefore marks a crucial step in NIA's commitment to enhancing its workforce and ensuring a fair and competitive remuneration system for its dedicated workers. Wow. So they're talking about Sika. Like that.
Well, Sika said American contract.
At least I feel
at least they used 2 days to get this done. And so that should tell you the urgency of the issue. And it's been almost a year.
Now, see, that is where my point is.
It's 27th of October. I didn't say
if these things were developed with them and they have all sat down to agree on the terms, Public Service Commission, they have a lot of staff. They have the competence and the staff to me a director or a guide this kind of discussions. Now you can good condition of service for the NIA workers. I didn't know up to this time. Nti aye say workers no se de bia ya nkasa anase ye ntwa na mo bi ama nkofo ante ye nka nsisi na ekoso but the best aso emwa ye
Mr. Taylor, don't you also think say a sikasem on say papa niska na we yi nani
Who have you kana ko bi say kasa
we yi nani kra we kasa o sheda mpe wasem but oni bi enti so no sresre a we bi samo nti we muna
but sometimes open up say who trip
na me preaching na make say ye no mu say Mwabana emema yetu hona yemuna a strategy. Yebu strategy. Mimuna umisa misika iti mimuna na misiwa wakasa ni buefu. Strategy na mdia tu.
But I think say discussion the home here pa. Munisika. Okay. For example, who say yeah negotiation this year. One can say 23%. For the first half of the year, then the second half they add 2%.
Okay, in regard to
main salary negotiation.
Okay.
And then they say no. What can say? Oh, between January to June, you want to 25.
Okay.
Now
by the end of the year, the 25 now
2%. Ever count that be about 27 whatever. A person understanding no. But some could just say, "Minibi, we don't cry minibi na." And what?
And as I won't kasani pani ho.
Into me pamojo and paying for more year negotiations. Let's say to the workers and let's see how we have to progress.
All right. So I think that we can finally touch on the GFA issue.
Okay. But also once I be on my mimi phone lines no na yemfa ntwen ahwefo enti ahwefo na pa we na yekasa for the fact say anti-gay protesters no almost omo ye some demonstration e wo Accra ha for the fact say bill no from 28th of February till eneno be 9 months ye ntumi emfa bill no nkoma President Akufo-Addo or the signature ebeto ase afen so organized labor has reiterated its resolve say by 10th of October, there 2 days from today, strike ni de benya abaso pepepe. Ye call NIA workers for hon so almost strike as enra. Enti uhia card na uko honuma me pacho unkotu ubia ewo honum. Afe court has granted bail to 21 of the Democracy Hub protesters, but Oliver there or daswa ewo honum. You say yeah money bail and then because almost will say omu the manna obekwa
Oliver asked for more Oliver twist
obekwa ko yebium here na afi so Minerals Commission has revealed that Ghana say be air coso ewo enyinem police station echipe police want to ho na Ghana say air coso omu ntumi nya ho hwe nti anapa we in some way na ye ka wa ha nti 0256253461 110538350625
I am waiting to see say whether or not there will be a change of government, whoever comes, if it is not MPP, whether Oliver will still be going on demonstrations to this.
Anyway, demonstration. So government is would you continue that kind of demonstration?
Well,
anyway,
Ben, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Taylor, anyone so.
Okay. Yeah,
Yo, and the pay mark a very important discussions. I don't know what I'm say. You will be no more. One more adwin, only adwin for my home. Nti, oh yeah, the panel, no, I'm the body of a friend. Nti, even here, no more person destabilize this nation, no. One man fat. So-called protests near the non from one bishop go one day and send Guardian and say, the BB and I don't anti protest Ghana say strike a year for even year. Yamiado after all the financial challenges are a man in Akumuno. I was in London this year and me share the cost of living a cost of honor. It's a worldwide. Until we are able to manage our nation up to this time, my election, that's a destabilizing nation. We should be very, very careful on that. Yes, whoever comes to take over will have more challenges. And then for the protesters, no build is in order because I think one more right, so many bill. But then I can, oh, yeah, protester. Now I should need no one, oh, right, no, uncle track will be so need there. The elections are so yeah, ever say maybe be uncoso asundrim, number Sabia, no, Yenya, the senior. I was yenya na nkasa na me de ha me pa ni se ye hwe se de ye bia no yankoma ebinum a omu nya adwempa wo man ho efo ho magim na fe man no say just because we are in an election year and I must make my pa moye
yo Ben yedase
all right
yanko Oliver yes e man be obi ankasa fa
all right yanko Kumasi good morning. Hello, good morning. God be much lower the volume on your TV, Kakrama. All right, ending gomo.
Yamin Shram, that we are the class Yamin Shram Brody, now almost Yamin Shram Brody, no more
all right.
Because yeah,
God with Nyansan and Yansha.
So that we use a book for Yamin will be Yansan, who's a book woman. I have a car, a Kenyan son. Aha, yeah, Kenyan. That's I was saying. Now, I thought I was going oh, I can't honor to be and pay everybody here. Yamin no more be I be young answer a bit for problem.
All right.
So,
yes,
maybe I come back so for you, democracy, before you especially Ghana, you are democracy. It's in a day to would deem who's a no. So we know Ghana, Ghana, or the democracy between Jakarta. I think that style of leadership, I don't know how to before a boy. It's good not pass or Maya or Mudi Kun and say, the guy Ghana Kumrao. By Enzo Maya, military for a show was no. What if development that shall say a cosmo, how mining? You will be a Yaya say you fear who die a life Maya. Oh, yes, about protected near my very real is here that I'm saying. Abofiba how mutu omu mind will come. You so much saying so be other for new month, shaha, shwe. By young quiet career for your galam says small scale mine India, the problem at the brain. A person so or might be anyone a develop through party manifesto. Oh my Ghana for one or might be anyway a develop through party manifesto. Or people see a national policy. I'm all my party manifesto be anyway bit more my because we see school 4 years, we see was 3 years, we see made free, we see made free, we see university member what where are we heading towards at the nation? As will be our political party will be the sorry, I know about can be open. What is the way forward? 20 years to come, 10 years to come, 15 years to come, any fun I have for. If you have on celebrity, no
and it's all the way to us.
Fireman, good morning.
Morning,
morning. Namia Domo.
Yeda Yamiasi. Anapa we know the deep organized labor form we have. I think that make us a medium we have. 1899. Muka said, Uber demonstration. What can some demonstration but competent we have much few days on the terms move out the year. What can some we have to be spoon? Obiansi move like Obiansi move like someone we get demonstration. Obiansi say Galamte will and say your mind. But organized labor demonstration will come by in your face, at your say, Yabremu, Ghana Frabremu, Ubayamu demonstration, Munya Swam. And I may call police station now, you two Galamse, ever honor. Yes, one say police for almost 2 weeks from names one. No more stop it out for some Galamse. I can't the two Galamse one. Because police station can't have two Galamse. That's you're paying for. Social security on my Ghana. I just do my view. The police station pay the two Galamse. And then I cost what we are seeing. And then I cost what my Ghana. Let's say you're paying for. Move from 91 IDP. The 91 Nayansi Galamse now no quite. Money I mean Juma.
All right. Yeah, that's a young cock for the also for Eugene.
Yes, sir.
Morning.
Crack Vincent.
Yeah, this you.
Pacho.
And who you pa? So for you too.
Yo. Who say?
as a leaders meaning on a commercial from Mahama to see because as a more Kufado all stop there. Mahama then almost bad. We should be to now again. Over that possible. Then or yeah. In for me, to me, no more sound born into war. Who for the was here? Well, the other almost have a chance with you. What's our president? You've been preaching.
Okay.
In the true fear because me who say as a leader, sniper Sanakasano, the hard train on a Sanya of Bako kind. If you want to mean so. Police station, but the all kind of cook Marcia. Marcia, no cook Marcia. Mr. Police station, and yet so intro. Now, a bayer must say, the bitch me a cafe said, I do it for no to the young couple. It's your best, leaders know. It's a think hard. You should think fast. I didn't know how to achieve anything. But who call you them? A good for but don't know.
All right, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the pass off. Your point is clearly made. Ajafo ebia oti krokasi ebi mo dwene se galamsey ne nuha. Enye nkronkrasi o enkran engalamsey yi aba beto yen wa ha kumase atomo krokasi mu atomo. All right, let's have this to accentuate what I am saying.
Abladi abi gadam bi fe mi na anya ko hwane ne nya fe nya kwa ai galamsey sane ni awi okejo ngano gbefe ni efi o wake ehembie nya kwa okuja ai kan do blow ji ni ndumo densuwe ai kan do blow ji ni ndumo nya kwa okuja ene ya weja da memi nojino na aba pompi na aba womi aba aketofan kan ni bi ba womi alon kan ni bi ba womi dani wo ba nu won panye fai ai kan do blow ne ne nu e bo ne fite keje wen egbeton no ne baba che no dino ne baba che bi ne gadangbe bi fe ene je audio ko ni te acholete afi keje e ko ni afi edit ni shimi de nche ne mi sha ya ai kan do blow okuja na ne okuja densuwe okuja no ne okuja ji ni sha insha info video ne keje one mi panye fai ne na wo man onukpa ekomene wo youth ofa ne yemo fio ne amenu gadangbe bi fe nkwebu gadangbe youth chairman ne nke captain smart age galaxia na awu ohi na ka eje over animal against okuja ni amena dumo ye galaxia na awu ohi na me kwa akesi galaxia je.
All right, youth chairman be Gambiele achole chama ni wio na enkran ana yehwegu ho sa no amamono ma menchire mu kitwe bi se mobehwa eye etiwa forest no a eba de ababa befa ebi na ewura nsammu na eye ensuo densu ni tributary na free nsammu e de akọ ayikan do blue no eno ana yenua no ejina ho a o ka se say densu na etimi na mo na ba na pie weja ho na Ghana water timi afeti bia ma e won kran ha na enya bia no eno na afi galamsey no de deche efi eastern region wa ba be romo enti eye enkranfo se modwen se galamsey no mo nka ho a ene modie ni enti eno na chairman ono so etwa bia wode man yen kwa homa ne so
yo Auntie Philo, good morning.
Yeah, Mediana.
Yes mama.
So for them the tata into the Marcian. Yeah. But I know about your phone in a moment.
That's a yamiado.
Now, but I just say what the camera watching. Then tata so be. Now, Tacho, Miss Lady says, no, my bone, no more. Ghana, Penny Banner, Yena, or Dagalan, a tool, a best of one a dano. Pacho me bisa kwachi.
Ye be penny din ama. Sam ready ye nkura din no.
So for nkura din na. Mumu na muntumi free so. So for and And I'm not my Jimako, Bombaya, Madame with that. I'm saying, Ghana for penny for my school in the and I say I said that. Or be our school be educated people, be a university gallant. Now I'm from my young school. Now you're 2 gallon size. Because I want to sort of one on the classes, I'm on our command and call for a what here. And I don't want you, man. And you won't cut and say, I'm quite crazy. No one cacata, no one quanya and Susan Swagalante, and I'm so bad. Oh, dear. It is the one cycle woman in a now your bayak work, Nama Yama Galante, I don't do any young school. Mofana and Fiano. Now, when you're the power can never my now, yeah, yen the Mofina, young school done. Yes, I am. Within 1 year, yet near to us here. Milan them get a lesson for attach 1 year yet near to us here. Tell another than the presidency. You told you not yet be a Christian, ye Christo soon better so. 1 year,
yo, Philo, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yentimi for a Christo so many to so sad. And you're not just a well lose salvation. Yawakono, Nti Ebekoswana Yakon. Hello, Michael, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Angel Michael, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Please lower the volume on your TV set and let's talk. Yo, yeah, that's it. Lower volume no yankasa.
Yeah. Firstly, no me pese Mumbai sa correction and assembly taking notice of this. Organized labor and your demonstration now organized labor see or Mumbai. Organized labor call on nationwide strike, but some of the callers can say demonstration, right. And demonstration.
Okay, sure.
Secondly, no, me who say a constitution and a democracy, Ghana han mono, and una NDM bois or mine. Na because pre-military rule. And I have a democratic rule. And I'll be also any the late former Jerry John Rawlings, senior out here. Enti Uma drafty the 1992 constitution no say a little bit flexible. Amanu sata no say a obetimi ajemu, aje power no and I say on case on si form and I say on my military rule no and call to an end. And until on my year no say a little bit flexible amano. Enti ojenesa until one say powers ni bebre na okita as a military ruler no omusa di sa powers no esan share 1992 constitution no mo edimano as a president by way of onuna obe appointee way on the commander in chief of Ghana Armed Forces on one as a president obe appointee minister to be enti na a good man but yep, a constitutional rule no subsequent presidents now follow up from President Kufuor Benina no one who said no. I don't know a good man executives no nti so anya say beye bibia fa ho nti so fanisa.
So Michael, we'll wrap it up no.
Yeah, as o man ebesi ne. Nti galamse asem ya can say all the mineral resources in Ghana are vested into the president. So you vested into the president, yeah. And I also say commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Yeah, why na you question on Kasa Fasa they will know and I say
all right, our president in some. Your point is well made. Nina, it's in the hands of the president now.
Opoku are you for every Konongo do Masika? Opoku are in Pachama TV volume number form.
Hello. The Americans say, Ghana, a people be a yard from Papa, including as of 40, and no money 24. At some way, and a do or take a saying, so you have to be distributing back what's working. I gave with you when it did that. A good for the unit that 2018 of Penibia to ultimately when you play Tawala. onyame na nim tinto ni papa ma ye so me ombedi aso ano hu that in way ano oye te the presidency it too epic chacha o mo mu polifu kini anye den anso da ambo papa ti e o te do and net o te amni bi na ida ko ko hin o mu ko nyankopɔ hin ye to hin ye den peta mo onyame te o hin be mo mamwa obey mu sei obey mu to mo say aye pe fanima ye elu bi pepe na edu no be de papa ni o ye ni me na so da for police me kesi na what you but in the rate of no mo le bu o man o mo ti ni zamo ete enne police station and the audio to galam see and to papa do ye obi mu te tamen tam ye en so ni na ti e em ye mu te atu for ni na papa na te te ti ye ti me ka ho shi ko no ado ye den do ba ya no ye no en to be te wa po no en no ade ti no omo ko ye wo ai wo demonstration omo ye den na na ma me kai no en ye be ti me tu ase e bi ni pa na ye wo man mo no din na ye nya fonfo en se anta
oboko worry ye dase.
All right, Francis, you'll be our last caller for this morning segment.
Yo, Madam Adzika, you are not sure. Let's say like yeah. Also, another matter, I'm the day I don't know. Nama Kasaki. You oh, bon, Menchenda ufupiana seida mufunyansa oyezin maudebinya in fact testa zanika bonyenyi sanwichutam menchenda ufupiana beyena ukanitum na ukwa husan abo Ghana omai honya santam na yinsan ni de chichel sel message ne mana ma bom zina afre hon se wo bogo na efi hon no na wo isu frama me be sign na ma cha hona asa ate yarba yesu fira ma yensu sa kana pa na Ghana botum pa ya da ma si.
Amen. All right, Mr. Taylor, about your preparation.
So when you say, Nkofo Kasa bebre afa galam say who one demonstrations and all that. Yeah, I remember saying say demonstrations they kwan first why you share adwen e won e koso. You say e bi enko yi. Say you demonstrations na ye ma bibia peaceful. Now you say no the temperature is going up, which is not too good for us. Ye momo de na ye be na yakoma embre fom ye na ento ye boase ye obi a say ye ne tena kasa ne nkasa na ye ma asomdwe emre Ghana na abeto ayekoto no enye bibia fefefe na ankofa oha obi a embre ye be so say wo ma omko demonstrations nde ane Catholic priest and so almost peaceful prayer march against galamsey ni na ye hwe say o man no betima aban so anya na family na omo a omutu galamsey no so ehu say sensuo no say a wo mo nso ebeka wo mo na wo mo so wo njai na Ghana yentumi ya asomdwe ye da se
papa ye da se.
All right, Mr. Taylor we no kra man ye be ni agya ne kwan ye de semunim say ye nyanko ye kra enti ye kogya ne kwan aba ye ba ye ko apomuden so na afi ye de insurance ato asom agro no afi ane ye ba be hyase ye kra enti men ko ba bia ye ba sesia.
This is the Freeman Methodist Guest House Limited. It is a luxurious and comfortable guest house in the heart of Kumasi. Our guest house features a range of modern and spacious rooms, each with its private bathroom and amenities. Our guests can enjoy various on-site facilities, including a restaurant, conference halls, event center, spacious car park, CCTV cameras, lifts, generator, and many more. We are conveniently located opposite the 𝗟𝗏𝗡 College of Education near the Swami Roundabout in Kumasi and are easily accessible by public transportation. We look forward to welcoming you to the Freeman Methodist Guest House Limited. Contact us by telephone 050-650-8591 or 050-650-8592, or you can email us at fmghlghana@gmail.com or use our website www.fmghotelghana.com. Freeman Methodist Guest House, where serving you is our delight.
Nyansa, it's Shannon Peninano, and I Jen Peninano. The baby Biara and Penufuashia, Nay Sayajun. Ne open Yansano, or Ben Wa, or the good year, Chadjunu good year, and a coffee. Penu Sajun, and some more drop, and some polo. Somewhere, ye tear bobra, a co ye, a frasi frito, near open Yansano, or Manguan Guenia say, then Peninsula Yajuni, the Bay Shira, Amano, and then in Chirima. Yadamwasi.
The impending in Soyajuni, Jemre, Nashayan, Mimninde, Nimimninde Pia, and no pat no watching, or Wesleyan television so.
Ajafo Apomudin so ana yedu. Apomudin segment is proudly sponsored by the PIP Test Institute. Well, yeguso eka eye cervical huasem. Remember, we are being on the treatment regime throughout this week. Enti yanko animdifo no ho na omune yemfam.
Stage in the anachis a horn cancer nasha said that. So to prevent the cancer from spreading, for it to become worse than it is, that is when we start with the treatment. For stage 1, and only the cancer no I wouldn't know keke. And shouldn't spreading call I wouldn't know ember I said too much. So and no you test be a bit me your friend colonization I wouldn't the whole I wouldn't know. The cone of the cervix no a free hope because a honor problem no I bet me a spreading. But say a shana say a spreading do ebia I would any kakra I see how kakra then it means that I will say ye and I would nankasa so that it won't spread any further. Okay. And say yeka stage 2 no not just say it's spreading further into the womb and to the lower part of the vagina. And also would demand that yebe a would no a free hole. Some of these things no so no a bill or why ye share on the health at this time, how far it spread, and then on pakone fertility wishes. Stage 1 and shouldn't do a would and then stage 2 afiansa asha say, but the person has fertility wishes. Say if omu ye a would noa and I say ye baby a cancer asha say wa would noa. It means that se onipakono beni saying cry want me and won't fancy. Okay. That would be another problem. And for most people that already have cancer, sometimes ni say any bema because of the cancer hormones nintino. Say cancer cells no kakra eda so wo ho a ebia through the treatment na nyeni na eba ayetumi yi here. That it will make the cancer cells spread even faster. So it's really not advisable to be pregnant when you are going through cancer treatment or when you have cancer or when you are likely to get cancer because pregnancy hormones will make the cancer cells spread even faster. A do stage enka awodiene in any way. When they take care of the cervix, you go through chemotherapy to take care of the rest of the cancer cells so that we are able to preserve the uterus for further fertility wishes. Okay. But if the woman has gotten to a stage where she doesn't want to have any more children and it has started, it is spreading, then yes, you be free so that be free. Because it increases the chances of it spreading up and then into the other organs as well.
All right, so that is another treatment segment for you on cervical cancer. Edi see her na yada pip test for us. A pip test, good morning.
Pip Test Institute. Ayaresabia Hotonia Sumdia Shehoma. Edi eno wakwanchre ni adekodia poten no a epiama otokoso wa abrabomu. Nanso sensanom ni nubone fa basa betwa wa akwan mu a eyi wa adwene free obotaye no so. Wo Pip Test Institute no yebetumi aboa wo ni wabusuafo a muhia mo anyina ma wogye ayemodea. Ye ayaresabia sebi yebeboa wona a wato nsane nubone fa ntentan mu. Ayaresabia ebotaye ne se ebeboa adwuma mu nimdifo asuafo ni nipa ahodo anyina ama watu anamon a edikan a edifa ahodie bebre won. Mpanimfo a ye ni won di dwuma no bi ne won a wo hwa adwene mu yare afutufo ni adokotafo ni anesefo a wode won ho afri nsanom ne nubone fansem. Yatete saa nimdifo yi na wo nimdia ne nuoma pa ebo ayarefo no. Na de atwam nso ne se ayaresan hyehyeye ni gina abefo nhyehyemu ni USA nhyehyeye a wadidi dwuma no. Pip Test ayarehwe ni fie die nyina yepe. Yayaresan hyehyeye no gu ahodo na ebi ni medical monitored detox program, residential rehabilitation. Yasan tumi fa ye nananom akwa ahodo so sayare na ebi nso ni group therapy, 12-step AAA programs, recreational therapy, ne nia ekeka ho. Ayarefo ne da akyehye ase bra ode ne nan besi biaye ho no a. Pip Test Institute ya abefo ayaresabia ehwe won a wado suko won sane nubone famu. Na ani wiase afa na hyehyeye nyina nso yepe. Adampa hodo a ye wonu bi ne VIP rooms, professional rooms, standard rooms, and air conditioned rooms. Laundry services ye free. Ahobambon sem nso wo sro kama. Yesan wo biaye a osua de na eba no aduane sem de a uni hawkra. Ye na chukwan wo kumasi kochi e wa santimantem Ghana. Sa wo pentremu bia nso a mepa chow frayan wo 0245 849185 ana 0322 496188. US Fonson frayan wo 404 735 7697. Abe Fontaine Tansu behunu yen wo www.marthaedu.org. Pip Test Institute, the Extension Center for Integrative Therapy, home away from home.
Oh, it's the second day of the working week. Thank you so much for joining us here on Wesleyan Television for Insurance Minutes, which is proudly brought to you by Danwell Insurance Company. If you are in any part of the country, you would find Danwell Insurance Company, but in Accra, you locate them in Osu behind the Presbyterian Church. Today on Insurance Tidbits, all you need to do, if you have a smartphone with you, you can just pick up your phone and then go on to the website info@danwellinsurance.com, and then you can be able to get a lot more of the details of the different insurance policies that Danwell Insurance Company has in store for you. And then when you are done looking through it, you read about it and all that, then you can choose one for yourself and that of your family. And so when you're buying an insurance cover or an insurance policy, you should think about your family as well. So you can buy the personal accident policy or the home protection policy for you, and then that of your family. And then when you are done buying it, please do well to pay your premiums on time, because your premium payment will determine when exactly you can also make your claims. Because if you do not pay it consistently, then you cannot also make your own claims. And so these are some of the tidbits from Danwell Insurance Company. But do well to enjoy the rest of the programs. Up next is Agro.
Looking for a 247 virtual assistant who calls you by your name and makes you feel welcomed? Meet AC Danwell, the first bot who connects with you and understands your insurance needs at a click.
Agro na sodeja, what's the TV?